guys, it is about noon. I'm just really getting up Sunday, and I am doing a little different style video today, so hopefully you like it. If you don't, let me know. But basically I'm just going to take you guys with me and see how things go. Really, I've been extra lazy lately. Clearly I haven't made videos in a while, and I haven't been doing the extra work like Postmates and things like that, even though it has picked up. So the plan today is to get some things in the basement done because my dad is in town. Clean up around the house a little bit, do some outdoor work. Got a lot of leaves and gutters are all crapped and full, so we need to do that. And hopefully go out and do some Postmate stuff later. So I'm gonna take you guys with me for the ride and show you how the day goes. Quick check-in. We're on mortgage sheet number 2 of 7. As you can see, we have paid off, we've paid off this entire sheet here. So balance down about, let's see, 15,000 or so. Loan to value ratio right now is at 86. I think we started at like 5. We just had a conventional loan, we put down 5%. So we're moving pretty well, but not as fast as I want to go. So more to come. Gotta move. So you can see we made some pumpkins. Shout out to anyone who can guess what who my pumpkin is. But this is what I really want to show you. Look at all these leaves. So this is my first time owning a home in, fall. So this just looks overwhelming to me right now. And also, if you can see, they're already filling up the gutters. And really the leaves have only been falling for maybe a week. So, gotta take care of that today. Can't let it get too bad. This is the crap that no one talks about when they yell, get a house, get a house, get a house. If you're not willing to put in a lot of time to maintain it, don't worry about the money, because it's really the time that's gonna get you. Maintaining things like this is awful. Just awful. Awful, right?
It's awful.
Why are there so many leaves? It's like they never ever end. All right. Officially done raking. Knows how to pick these leaves up. So we looked online, and apparently in order to get your leaves picked up by your trash provider, you have to have a plastic decomposable bag. They outlawed plastic from being a non-plastic bag. You have to have. They outlawed plastic from being included in essentially any compost site in Minnesota. So that means we need to go buy some bags before we can get the leaves up. So in the meantime, I am going to go work Postmates a little while, make some money. So if you've been watching a while, you might remember that the last video that I did about Postmates basically was about how, oh, my brakes sound terrible. Basically how it was super slow in the summer, and there was basically no point in doing it because every time I went out there, I'd do like one delivery and then it'd be dead for the rest of the night. That has changed drastically with students coming back. So I don't know if it's just students sort of churning out more deliveries and that caused everyone else to order more, but it seems like the surrounding towns too, the places where the students don't even live, they seem to pick up around the exact same time. So I'm doing Postmates again. It's definitely better than it was. I never have an issue with like being out there and not having something to do. And I think that's going to continue, especially in the winter months. So it's about, let's see, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to try to go as long as I can and just see how much I make. If I go more than 5 hours, I would expect to make, at least 80, $90 or something. I don't know. it's not a hard formula. It's more so just sort of how I feel. Because remember, I bought this car, this second Toyota, just to do delivery type services like this. So I'm not worried about stuff like car depreciation. The real thing I'm only worried about is gas. So as long as that expense is being kept up with, and I'm still making enough to, you know, suffice and to make it worth it while I'm out, then, you know, that's really all that matters to me. So I'm gonna see how it goes. 2 p.m. Maybe we'll go to 8, 9. Who knows? All right, so first delivery of the day is to a Chipotle. Pick up the food and then get the heck out of here. All right, got Chipotle. I'm gonna drop this off quick, and you'll hear from a lot of people who do Postmates that they don't like Chipotle deliveries because, like, basically you don't make as much on Chipotle deliveries because they're like a sponsored place, Postmates, I think. But I kind of like them because you can knock them out like super quick, and I don't have to wait in any lines. So usually it takes me like a third of the time to do a Chipotle delivery than it does any of the other ones. So usually it takes me like a third of the time. So if I can do like 3 of those in the time I can do a normal one, I'm really not losing a whole lot. So as I'm driving to my next delivery location, I was listening to the Dave Ramsey show, and someone asked about credit repair. And I had a little laugh to myself because I thought, you know, it's so great, you know, how little I have to care about that number, a credit score these days, because we have our house, you know, and this house will be the last debt that we ever have, like ever. And now that we officially close our credit cards, obviously that account history is lost. So we have a closed account, and it's starting to negatively impact our score. And I saw that actually it dropped maybe like 30-40 points, and I didn't care. You know, it's really freeing to think about, because everyone always tells you, oh, you can never do anything without this credit score. You need a credit score. How are you gonna get a loan? How are you gonna get a loan? I don't want a loan, so I don't need a credit score, and I'm gonna be just fine. Okay, so call me crazy, but someone just ordered cookies through Postmates. Why? Cookies? Is it me? Like, I guess I just don't understand why you would pay the fee for cookies. But I also don't understand paying someone to bring you food for delivery either. So I guess I'm not the target market for Postmates, clearly. So that person essentially paid a $7 delivery fee for 2 cookies. $7, 2 cookies. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like people should not be surprised as to why their money's gone at the end of the month. This is why. Pagoda, downtown, by the college gates. I like doing Pagoda deliveries because they're always extremely fast, and usually by the time I get there, they have like most of the food already made, and I don't have to actually pay for anything. I don't have to use the Postmates cards or anything, so really I just walk in, grab the food, and go. So it makes for quick deliveries. Looks like my next stop is this place called Burrito Locos. Only been to this place once. Don't really care for it. Take too long. All right, so surprisingly quick for Burrito Loco. About 10-minute drive to the drop-off for this. It's interesting because Burrito Loco is trying to hire delivery drivers, but I feel like the majority of people will just order it through whatever service they have. So I'm curious to know, like, what percentage of the people that were doing delivery for them just decide to just do on-demand delivery instead. Because, yeah, think about it. If you have no deliveries that night and you're just working in the store, you're not making tips. So it's like, at least as a delivery driver for Postmates or for some other service, right, you can have the opportunity to deliver for any place, and you're getting potentially a tip for every single delivery. Whereas if I'm not delivering, but I'm just working in the store and cleaning up because they don't, business is slow, you're just twiddling your thumbs. So I don't know. Wonder if there's any people who are watching this who work as delivery drivers for like chain stores that have physical locations. How often do you actually deliver versus like doing work in the store? Just curious. So I'm at McDonald's and it has slowed down quite a bit. So I decided to just get some food. I planned to be out pretty late, so I figured I might as well eat. Now, the smart thing to do would have been to go home, but it's quite far, so if I went home and ate, I wouldn't probably come back out, or to bring food out. The only problem with that is that it's not going to stay warm, so I am eating out, but hopefully I will stay out, and once things get busy again, which is right around dinner time, because it's about 5:30 now, so usually right around 5:45, 6 it starts to pick up back up. Hopefully I'll make up for that. So I'll have to make a couple extra, well, 1 or 2 extra deliveries to make up for the meal I'm about to have, but that's okay. What's up, guys? Back home now. Ended up doing like 5 or 6 more deliveries, pretty straightforward, short ones. Made about 75 or something like that. So it's about 5 hours that I was actually working. So not bad. And got back home, and now I'm just making sure I'm wrapping up some stuff so that I'm prepared going into my normal work day Monday. So yeah, that was today. I'm going to try to keep posting some more videos like this where I'm just taking through the normal day, because it sort of helps to keep me accountable to what I actually need to do and not slack off so much. So yeah, that was a normal sort of Postmates day. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to wrap some of this up so I'm prepared for work tomorrow, and I will see you guys in the next video.